I made $15,300 in my first 30 days selling one digital product that I didn't even create. And within 3 months, I had already earned over 37,000 in profit, not revenue. And I did it as a 40-year-old mom of three with ADHD and working part-time hours. But the product alone was not the reason that it worked. It worked because I had three systems working together: a visibility system, an email system, and a sales system. So in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how those three pieces work, how I use them to build full-time online income in part-time hours, and the two mistakes that can stop the entire system before it gains momentum. The second mistake is especially important if you tend to overthink, overlearn, or wait until everything feels perfect before taking action. If we haven't met yet, I'm Kimberly Latona. I'm a mom of three young boys. I have a master's degree in business, and I've spent more than 15 years coaching entrepreneurs and building businesses online and offline. I have tried almost every type of business you can imagine. I have owned a bed and breakfast. I ran a restaurant and event venue. I manufactured and sold physical products through Amazon FBA. I tried Amazon influencer, affiliate marketing, TikTok shop, network marketing, KDP, Etsy, MLM, and multiple other online side hustles. 1 year, I generated six figures from seven different side hustles. And the money was exciting, but seven side hustles also meant seven businesses to manage. And I had three children under five at home, and I was the primary income provider for our family. And I was basically exhausted and burnt out all the time. I felt like I could never turn off my brain, and I would literally work in the middle of the night while nursing my 3-month-old baby. I knew that I needed a business that could create income without consuming every available minute that I had. I needed something that could work in part-time hours, around my children's schedule, without physical inventory or huge startup costs, without shipping, and without every sale adding time to my calendar. And that is why I started selling digital products online. So before I break down the three systems, download my free Freedom Formula Blueprint down below. It shows you the exact business model that I'm going to explain, and it breaks down the systems and automations that I use to make six figures with one digital product in less than a couple hours a day. Okay, let's jump in. System number one is visibility. Okay, so if people cannot find you, they can't buy from you. And so the first system is visibility, also known as traffic. Okay, you could have the most useful product, the best sales page, and an amazing customer experience, but if the right people never see your product, none of that matters. This is one of the biggest reasons that people believe their digital product doesn't work. But honestly, the product might be fine. It might even be great. But if it's invisible to the people who need it, they can't buy it. So there are three basic ways to get visibility online. Here are the three ways. You can build it through organic content, you can buy it through paid advertising, or you can borrow it through partnerships and affiliates. All three can work. And I personally use all three, but I strongly believe that most beginners should build organic visibility before spending money on ads or trying to build partnerships. So, why do I recommend building traffic before buying it? Paid ads can help you grow faster once you know who your audience is, what message gets their attention, which content produces leads and actual purchases, which offer converts, and how much a customer is worth, so that you know that you're not spending on advertising more than you're paying, more than you're getting paid for your product. Okay? If you don't know those things yet, ads can simply make an unclear message more expensive. So organic content gives you data, and data helps you make better decisions. It tells you important information like which topic gets views, what questions people ask, what titles they click, which problems feel urgent, and the messaging behind those urgent problems, and what message creates leads and sales, most importantly. So that's why I recommend sharing the message organically first. Then, once the system works, paid ads can amplify what you already know converts. So this is also the approach that I recommend when people ask how to sell digital products online without marketing investment or paid advertising. You can begin with organic content instead of paying for every lead. Okay, so here's why YouTube is my primary traffic source. After trying Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, and other platforms, YouTube has become my favorite visibility system. Okay, and there's an important distinction here, and I want to back up and just say I started with using Facebook and Instagram, and I made a lot of money using Facebook and Instagram. But the distinction here is that You don't have to become a traditional YouTuber, whose main goal is to like get a million followers and become internet famous. Okay. I use YouTube to build my business, and the views and subscribers matter, but their job is to bring in the right people into my ecosystem. Okay. A social media post like on Instagram or TikTok can disappear within like 24 hours, or maybe it's got a shelf life of a couple days. A YouTube video can continue appearing in search results and recommendations for months or even years. Okay, that means that one video can keep producing views, email subscribers, customers, and sales long after you publish it. So within the first 3 months of starting on YouTube, posting about 2 videos per week, my channel already produced more than 50,000 views, 1,000 new subscribers, over 500 email leads, and over $4,000 in sales. Okay, and that was not from posting on every platform. That all came from YouTube leads, leading people into a simple funnel that that turned into sales. Okay, and that's why I believe that YouTube is one of the strongest traffic sources and part of the best way to sell digital products online when you want your content to compound. Okay, so if you're a beginner to digital products, here's the rule that I would follow with visibility. If your product is not selling, I would spend more time creating visibility, creating content that gets you visible before creating another product. Okay, your business probably doesn't need 10 more offers. It probably just needs the more of the right people discovering the offer that you already have. I would devote a significant part, I would say 80% of my working time to researching viral topics, creating useful content, improving titles, thumbnails if you're using YouTube, and helping the right audience find me. Okay, because the next two systems cannot work without people entering the business system first. Okay, visibility, if you don't have visibility, you don't have a business. If you don't have traffic to your sales page, you don't have a business. Okay, so system number 2 is email. Okay, views are useful, but leads create sales. Okay, so the second system is email. So someone can watch your video, enjoy it, and then close YouTube. Okay, once they leave, you have no reliable way to reach them again. You just disappear. Okay, has that ever happened to you, where you watch something and then you're like, where was that person? Like, that was interesting. Now I have no way of finding them, and I don't remember their name. Okay, that's why your content needs a next step. For me, that's usually a free resource. So or what I call a freebie, or a lead magnet, it's sometimes called. So the viewer downloads the freebie, joins my email list, and now they're no longer just a viewer or a subscriber. Okay, they've entered a system where I can continue helping them. And your social media audience belongs to the platform. You don't own your social media platform, right, or your audience. So you can get all those followers on Instagram, but you don't own that platform, and you don't get to decide who you reach every day unless you pay for advertising. And even then, you don't get to decide exactly who it reaches. Okay, but your email list is an asset that you own and you control. So what do you need to start building an email list? Okay, you need 2 basic things. You need a free resource or freebie, and you need an email platform. So your freebie it should be quick to consume, connected to your paid offer. Okay, you don't want to just put something out that's random. You want it to be like the step 0 of what you're offering to them. It should be genuinely useful and focused on one immediate problem. Okay, so for example, my freedom formula blueprint. Why is that so hard to say? That I mentioned earlier, that's down below. It helps people understand the basic model behind a profitable, done for you digital product business. It also naturally introduces them to the next step if they want deeper training, templates, coaching, or completed product to begin promoting. Okay, the freebie is not a random gift, it's the bridge between content and your paid solution. So the platform I use System.io for my landing pages, email sequences, funnels, checkout pages, product delivery, and automations. Okay, it's an all-in-one solution, and there are other good platforms to use, but I prefer having everything in one place with one user-friendly platform that is either free for under 2,000 subscribers or very inexpensive compared to other platforms. Okay, that's why I always recommend System.io when someone asks about the best platform to sell digital products online as a beginner. because you don't need to connect one tool for landing pages and another for email and another for checkout and another for course delivery and another automation platform to make everything communicate. Okay. I have one student within my Digital Freedom Collective right now who was using, I think, either 5 or 6 platforms and paying over $500 a month for all of these systems to be connecting and talking to each other. And now she's paying less than $100 a month. So she's saving over $400 a month just by using System.io. So the simpler the technology is, the more likely that you are to actually finish the setup and actually use it. And the more likely your system will work without having any tech issues or like broken tech. Okay. So the email mistake that I see most often, the biggest email mistake that I see is building a list and then being afraid to email those people. Okay. So many of my students worry that they're going to annoy people. It's just like, they don't want to send more than one email every month. They're like maybe one monthly newsletter. And the thing is, people voluntarily join your email list because they wanted the resource that you had, and they want more information about what you're offering. That they're voluntarily joining your email list. Okay, and they can always unsubscribe if they choose that it's no longer for them, or if your solution is not for them. Okay, so it doesn't mean you spamming them or emailing them constantly with aggressive sales messages. Okay, it just means consistently providing education, value, examples, personal stories, practical advice, answers to objections, and relevant offers. So if you disappear for months, people forget why they joined. They forget who you are. You need to stay top of mind, and not everyone is going to open every single email. So even if you email your list twice a week, they probably aren't going to see both of those emails. So imagine if you email them once a month, it's probably going to get lost and they're probably not going to see it. So I recommend contacting your list consistently, even if that starts with one useful email each week. Okay, so now on to the third system. System number 3 is the sales system. Okay, you need something that people can buy. This third system is your sales system, and you can have awesome content and a growing email list, but neither of those produces revenue unless you have a great offer. So when it comes to digital products, you have two main paths. You can create your own product, or you can sell a product that already exists under a license or affiliate agreement. So both are valid and both can be very profitable. The right starting point depends on your time, your experience, your skills, and your goals. So let's talk about the first path, create your own digital product. Creating your own digital product gives you control over the topic and the content, the positioning, the price, and the customer experience. Your product could be an ebook or a guide, a bundle of templates, a workshop, a mini course, a membership, a coaching program. The important question is not simply, what do I want to create? You want to ask, what specific problem can I solve? Okay, who has that problem? What result do they want? And how can I deliver that result simply and effectively? Okay, that is the foundation of how to create digital products to sell online for beginners. Do not start with creating a giant course. Okay, start with a clear problem and the smallest useful product that can help someone move forward. Okay, I have a student within my Digital Freedom Collective, Janet, who launched about 4 months ago, and she is now making $24,000 a month selling 2 simple digital products that are literally both PDFs. Okay, she used AI to help her create these products. They're based on her personal experience. One of them is $10 and the other one is $60, and she's making literally over $24,000 a month now. So that is a totally valid option. You don't want to start with a giant course though. Okay, path number 2, the second way that you can do this is to start with a product that already exists. Okay, the second option is to begin with a done for you product. And this is the path that I personally used when I started. Okay, I invested in a digital marketing education program that includes Master Resell Rights, or MRR for short, not to be confused with monthly recurring revenue, which is also MRR. So MRR, Master Resell Rights, means that you receive access to the training, and the license allows you to resell the program according to the terms. So when I joined, I didn't have to create the original course. Okay, the version that I purchased came with digital marketing education, funnel and website assets, done for you email sequences and automations, weekly live coaching, live tech support calls, an active supportive community, and multiple digital products with resale rights that were ready to sell. Okay, it literally came with a sales page. I just had to connect my bank account to the sales page and start selling it. So I could focus on learning how to sell instead of spending months creating the original product and getting feedback and collecting reviews. So here's how Master Resell Rights works. Here's how to use Master Resell Rights to earn online. Okay, so you purchase the digital product that includes an MRR license. Then you receive the product and the right to resell it under the license terms. So with the program that I purchased, I could sell the program and get 100% of the sales revenue. Okay, you're not buying ownership of the original intellectual property. You're buying a license to sell it. So always read the specific license because not every MRR product has the same rules. Okay, so I personally invested $900 in a payment plan. Okay, and I made that investment back within 48 hours. So during my first 30 days, I generated $15,300, and within 4 months, I had made almost $40,000. But you don't want to believe that this worked for me just because of my background. Okay, maybe you're thinking, oh, she has a master's in business or she has all this tech experience or whatever, but it's not true. Okay, it's not just me. So many others have created better results than me, like Victoria, who just literally paid off her mortgage with this digital side hustle, or Wendy, a 57-year-old grandma who made $650,000 during her first year using this same program. Okay, last month alone, she made over $100,000 in 1 month. And she's not glued to her phone all day. I follow her on social media and on YouTube. She literally posts one long form YouTube video every week to get those results. Okay. So their results are not my results, and neither of our results is a guarantee of what someone else will earn. But the point is that this business model and this specific program has been used successfully by people with very different ages, personalities, backgrounds, and audiences. Okay. So the greatest value, honestly, was not just having a plug and play product to sell. That was what got my ADHD brain motivated enough to get this moving and to start selling so quickly and make my money back in 48 hours. But I was learning digital marketing skills, content marketing, email marketing, audience building, funnels and automations, positioning and sales. And now I use those skills to grow my own YouTube channel, sell my own products, promote affiliate products, build my own membership, and help my clients grow their businesses. So MRR can be a starting point, but it doesn't have to be the final version of your business. And honestly, it probably won't be the final version. As you learn and grow, your opportunities will expand also. So you can begin with a completed product, learn the skills, and then create your own offers that are more likely to succeed after you have some experience with a product that actually will sell. Okay, so a couple more things. Two mistakes that stop the system. I promise you, I will tell you these two mistakes. Okay, the first one, and listen up, these are both very important. The first one is quitting before you have enough data. Okay, it's just quitting too quickly. If you create a few posts, send 2 emails, and you don't make an immediate sale, and then you just conclude that the business model doesn't work, like, no. If you stop there, you don't have enough information. You need time to learn which content attracts people, okay, which message connects, which freebie converts, which emails get opened and clicked, and which objections prevent sales. That information only comes up when you remain consistent long enough to collect it. Okay, don't change your product, niche, platform, or entire strategy every 2 weeks. Give one system enough time to work. Okay, the second mistake is waiting until you feel completely prepared. Okay, this is especially relevant if you're a perfectionist, a busy mom, or a woman like me with ADHD. Okay, we can turn learning into procrastination really quickly. We watch another training, we rewrite the plan, we update our website, we like write on sticky notes, like color coordinate our whiteboards. Okay, we research another platform, we decide we need one more certification. I have invested more than $60,000 in coaching and education. But information did not build my business and it did not make me any money. Okay. Implementation did. You will never feel completely ready. So start with the information that you have, follow the next clear step, and improve through real feedback. Okay. So in summary, the complete system has 3 parts. Number one, visibility. You create content that helps the right people find you. The second part is email. You move viewers into an audience that you can consistently nurture and that you don't have to pay for, okay, and that you own. And number three, the sales system. Okay, you give people a clear product that solves a real problem, and that product can be something that you create yourself or a reputable existing product that you're licensed to sell. This is a system behind selling digital products online. It's not one viral post, it's not one email, it's 3 strategic systems working together. So don't forget to download my free Freedom Formula blueprint below. It will walk you through the system I just explained, and it also shares the exact program that I started with to make my first 6 figures with a plug and play digital product. So now that you understand the 3 systems behind a digital product business, watch this next video that shares the one system that I'd use to scale your digital product business to 10K months, even as a beginner. See you in the next video.